Oh man, another night in the neighborhood, man. What's up, C-Mo?
What's going on, D Dizzle? How you
Man,
doing, my
come on, man.
brother?
You know, trying to get it down, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We
Yes,
ready to talk
sir.
about it, man. Everybody tuning in tonight. Y'all know we got the hottest show in the game, man. And I'm gonna let C-Mo introduce y'all with the hottest show called, so y'all won't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? What we call ourselves, C-Mo.
At the further review,
Brother review.
to all the people out there in Barberland, Sportsland,
Yes.
and all across the land,
All that.
we want to introduce y'all to our podcast called At the Further Review. We touch on a lot of different things, but mainly we want to touch on the barber industry because we are barbers.
Both barbers.
Both barbers, and the industry needs its own podcast to where each one could teach one, or each one can help one. You know, we about lifting this business, this craft. We're about making sure everybody can progress in it, and we want to see this craft go to trillions of dollars. Right now we at billions. We want to see it go to trillions.
Want to take it down, and y'all know we gotta like each other. You see, I'm wearing Cowboys apparel, and he wearing the Eagles. I let you know that's my real brother, cause there's no way in the hell we can sit up here and do this show together,
Facts.
and we weren't brothers.
Facts.
But after further review, we come to realize we had the same mindset when it comes to this barber game. So that's why we're locking in together to give y'all this hot show. So Seymour, as we get ready to break it on down, man, while we talk tonight, I want to ask you a question, man.
Yes, sir.
How you feeling about this tag on this price on this barber industry, man? This $100, man.
Woo! You know, man, for me, Dub, I think that $100 price tag it's a little astronomical. Yeah.
Y'all heard that, right?
I'm talking.
You heard that word?
Hey, I'm talking from my point of view, and I got to explain my point of view because some of you gonna get it, some of you might not get it. For me, I'm more for my community. I'm not here for capitalism. I'm more for my community. So, with me being more for my community, I'm not here to, let's just say, hit at the highest end I could possibly hit.
That makes sense.
You get what I'm saying? And I'm not knocking, trust me, I ain't knocking no barbers that's out here getting, wherever you at, you getting your $100 cut. Keep doing you, I commend you.
Yeah.
But I'm just telling you, for me, Seymour, that's just something where I'm not there yet, and it's not to belittle or say my work ain't worth it, because trust you, my work is worth it.
Oh yeah, you get it.
But at the end of the day, I view quantity and quality in different realms as other barbers.
I got what you're coming from.
You know what I'm saying? So for me, $100 could be pushing it because, you know, I kind of do my numbers differently than maybe some barbers. I don't look at getting a client once a month. You know what I'm saying? I look at getting a client 4 times a month.
Okay.
So if I'm charging the client $100, 9 times out of 10, that client might come once a month. Worst case scenario or best case scenario, he might come twice a month, but the next time he come, he might get a lineup.
Okay.
Worst case scenario, he might come to you once a month, but go somewhere else. Yeah. You get what I'm saying?
When his money ain't right.
When his money ain't right.
I got you.
So now you got to look at, you got to run the numbers. Now you got that $100 for that 1 month, but if I take that same person and he come to me and he paying between 40 and 50, and I'm getting him 4 times a month, who winning?
You winning.
You get what I'm saying?
Definitely.
We still got to make our service affordable. Even though at the end of the day, we still got to eat as well because we got our family to feed.
You know what I think happened though?
Mm-hmm.
I came to realization to think, I put this in perspective, okay? When I look at how the Clippers and all the stuff changed when it came down to getting what you need, the service of customer. So like the average clipper you buy now is over $150.
Well,
that's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
So you look at a young expert coming into this field, they're trying to get their money back. So it's like the game intriguing to more of a hustle than the business perspective. So it's like we ain't lost the business perspective of the game and get more into the hustle.
Yes, sir.
So the respect of the game and change.
Yes, sir.
We got to get back to the business perspective of the game. Ain't nothing wrong with charging somebody whatever you want to charge, but put it in a package form.
Yes, sir.
And if they fall into the package form, I feel like it'd be more respected for the charge because they're having an option.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have to pay that. But like if you want this, you want that, whatever the package you set up for your business, and it works in your favor, then great. Because now you got to set up to where can't nobody just say, oh, they charging me this, charging me that. Nah, you got all your package set up. It could be for 1 to 3. You know, you can have a max. You can have a max to super. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you want to call it. But I just think that is my opinion, Simo. I just think the industry changed when all the prices started going up on the stuff we need to get to run our shop.
And you know what, Dub, I can agree with that. I can totally agree with that. But my stand on that is we've had an issue, and we both can attest to this because we've been in this game for so long to where we go back to where it was $2 to $3 cuts. You get what I'm saying? To where it's at now. So we can attest, and we saw the growth. I think now people was having an issue when barbers was raising their prices. When we went from $10, $12, $15 to $20, $25 to $30, $40. You know, a lot of clients was complaining.
Yeah.
And as you touched on, what a lot of clients don't understand, which you're absolutely right, is the cost of our equipment.
Yeah.
That projects why we have to go up. Now, still ain't saying $100. That's just my perspective. But why barbers' prices are $40, $50? You know what I'm saying? Because they don't understand. Like you really gave it on the low end when you said $150. I can show them a clipper right now that's $300 or better.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Because if you go back to this, Simo, just think about it. Okay, all the amenities we use, right?
Yeah.
If you go back like 10 years ago, the fill-ins with the Beijing and certain colors, all that stuff was reasonable. But once it got hot on the spot and everybody started utilizing, they started seeing the product leaving fast, they went up on it. So when they went up on it, and if you servicing a customer, if you purchasing the product that you're using on them, now you got to charge them more because you got to get your money you invest in the product. But see, what the client don't realize, they don't understand how much you invest in to do their hair.
You absolutely
see what I'm saying? So when the prices change, now I can respect the game changing. People got to realize the world can change. Everything can change. Gas been where it's at from $3 for the past 10 years now. You know what I'm saying? But
it's go up and down.
Yeah, but the lowest I've seen gas over the past 10 years probably like 220, 189, something like that. I ain't seen nothing get under 125. Never. You see what I'm saying?
No, that's back in the 80s.
That's what I'm talking about. So when I look at that change in life, I'm just speaking about when you break it down.
Yeah.
When you look at the barber industry, we change with the change of time.
Uh-huh.
So we change with the change of time. The narrative of what everybody understands is you can't come to a barbershop now for a $20, $25 haircut like you used to.
You
know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. Like, the clients got to understand this. You get what I'm saying? So when you come into a barbershop, because it got to a point where a lot of when COVID hit,
oh my gosh,
and what the clients didn't understand was how much of a hit it did on barbers, and what we try to explain to them, it wasn't the fact that necessarily just put us out of work for so long, to where like y'all thinking y'all coming back that we got to charge all this money to make back up. No, that's not the case. Like how you say, a lot of things change, and it required us to indulge more money to provide service for you, because now we got to add in gloves, we got to add in masks. You know what I'm saying? They don't understand a lot of the stuff was state board required. So it wasn't to where we were just doing it for the sake of doing it. Even as we trying to protect you and ourselves.
Because the game changed.
The game done changed. So, you know, I think just a lot of clients didn't understand that. So when we did have to go up on prices, there was a lot of complaints. But I think now clients have adjusted to it, but I think there's still, which I can understand, the $100 cuts is steep. But I'm gonna say this. In some areas, $100 cuts are justifiable because of cost of living. So let me put that out there because I don't want nobody thinking I'm just knocking or I just totally just disagree with $100 haircuts. In some areas, $100 haircuts are what's required based upon their geographic, where they live at, their cost of living. I'm pretty sure California, their haircuts got to be starting at $70.
Yeah, cost of living. Then what we have to realize when we put it in perspective, even like Georgia. Georgia's like a tag along state, even though Georgia is one of the megas of barbering.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Georgia's like a tag along state, and what I mean is we jump on board whatever we see popping.
Mm-hmm.
And once we see what's popping, we hop on it. And once it works, we're not going back.
True.
So when I look at the barber affiliation and association here, everybody with his booth rent stuff changed the game of the price of the barbers, because like if I'm paying paying booth $250, $275, $280 something,
you got to go up on your price.
So you got to go up on your price, and owners of the business, they might have a flooded now with like 7-8 barbers in the shop, and they charging all this money for booth rent. They coming up on their end, but if you ain't out here building yourself, establishing yourself a real clientele to multiply your money, you can't win in this game now. So when all these young people come in the barber game, thinking like they could come in and feel like they're gonna be able to make this kind of money real fast, that's where they lost at. Because when you see people, like if they came to work with yourself or myself, they'll come and see, they'll say, okay, well, Simo got a lot of clients, Dub got a lot of clients, but they don't realize how long we've been working.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So whatever the booth is for us, we able to accommodate it. So a lot of these young people come in the game, they get frustrated, but they come in the barber game, they might work a month or two, and that booth rent start kicking in. You first come in, they might give you that first week, 2 week free. Yeah. Then when it start really hitting in, that's when they start messing up.
That's when they don't understand the grind of it.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? They think it's just, as soon as I get my license, boom, I'm gonna just start eating. Hey man, you got a false pretense of this business.
Yeah, so I come to the conclusion of this right here, Simo. So after further review, I feel like $100 can be and could be okay to a certain degree.
And after having this conversation with you, I'm gonna change my percentage of the I'm gonna change my percentage of the agreement. So all you barbers out there, I want to touch on one thing also, man, because I want to. Not only I want to let these new barbers know, but I also want to inform clients as well, so they can have an ideal dub on why things are. So back to the $100 cuts. Like I said, some places I can understand it, and here's why I can understand it. And this is what I want to explain to these new barbers that come in that don't have a real ideal on what they're really getting themselves into. And for clients, when they go into these barber shops and they look at these prices and they be like, oh man, I can't do it. Number one, when you walk into a barber shop and you see the prices, let's just say 60, 70, up to $100. A lot of times, barbers or walk-ins or clients don't take in consideration, like how you stated, what that barber boot rent is. That's number one.
Wow.
Number two is new barbers. When you coming into this business and you go into a shop and that shop owner tell you, well, my rent is, or boot rent is $300 a week, and you saying to yourself, man, he tripping. You're not taking into consideration to what this owner got to pay all this overhead in these facilities. Because what we do, I ain't gonna say what we, but what I see a lot of what's happening in this business is a lot of things being taken for granted.
Yeah, people judge stuff too.
They judge stuff. And you know what I'm saying? And you're not really taking the time out to understand new barbers, what an owner has to go through on running the shop. So you get what I'm saying? So it's like, because he tell you your boot rent $300, You got to understand what that come with. You know what I'm saying? This man might be paying $7,000 for the area you in.
Yeah.
And you start doing the math, if you take time out to do the math, and it's just this many barbers.
He might be splitting just like you split.
Exactly.
He cutting even just like you.
Just cutting, he might be just cutting even, and you complaining, but you're not understanding the whole dynamic of it. That's why I want these schools to really give an educational program to new barbers and to really get them to understand like costs, overhead, and all of. Get them in a perspective of ownership.
They're not
just being a barber.
But see, what they doing is making their money. They really not preparing these young men and these young ladies how to pursue this, have a career out of this.
Yeah.
That's why when they come out there in hustle mode, see what I'm saying? They're not coming out in a business mode. See what I'm saying? And then as you go back on, elaborate back what you said about the owners, if you come into a establishment and your light stay on, your water being on, you know, you never come in, you got the doors locked, you can't come in because you're behind on rent. I respect owners like that. That's why I respect my partner who I work with.
Yes, sir.
I ain't got nothing but love and respect for this fella. I tell anybody that. I ain't got nothing but love and respect for Jay Boogie. You know what I'm saying? I've been working with this man over 13 years now. Same shop. You see what I'm saying? I worked in businesses, and even me and you worked in shop and seen how stuff go up and down. We worked together. We saw it.
Yes, sir.
They have it right in our face.
Right in our face.
So what I'm saying to you is, for me to be with this brother, I tell it. That's why I tell them young heads when they come in our shop, when you got an owner like this brother that want to help you rise up and help you grow, you really should appreciate that, man, because most of these owners don't give a damn about you, man.
They don't.
All they want is your roof rent. They want your money. You pay. You do your thing, man. This man care about you being successful. And I didn't want to throw that out there, not just getting in detail with his personal situation, but I just like the type of brother he is as a business owner. I learned a lot from him. You know what I'm saying? And that broadened my character as being a businessman. Just working around him, even with my entertainment stuff. You notice as you've been around me lately, I changed a lot.
Yeah.
I ain't about to hustle no more, dog. I don't even want to be around that no more. I want to be around something that's growing. That's why I respect you and Slim when we came up with this concept. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And that's another thing I want to talk to the clients about.
Let's go.
Clients, I challenge you to take the time out to know who's cutting your hair. Know if the person cutting your hair is in it for the hustle or he's in it for the business. Because if he's in it for the business, he's in it for the commitment. He's in it for the relationship. He's in it for the growth.
And he care about you.
And he care about you. He don't just care about your money, what you paying him. Because at the end of the day, if he really care about you, you come in there one day, you ain't got it, he gonna tell you don't worry about it.
That's right. That's how the game works.
But if you getting a barber that's just for the hustle, trust me, it's something totally different. Totally different. So I challenge clients to take the time out to know who's cutting your hair. Because if he gonna charge you that $100, you know what I'm saying, you want to make sure you getting that $100 work. Not only just in the haircut the service, the haircut that you're getting, the service he's providing, the conversation, all of that, man. You know, you want to feel way more than comfortable with the person who you allow in their hands in your head.
And I'm gonna say this too. I'm gonna flip the script a little bit too. Y'all need to start watching y'all damn heads when y'all come to the shop. That's another thing. Meanwhile, wash your damn head and put some mint in your mouth. Stop coming there with that ODB. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but I guess that's part of that $100 show.
I'll defer to you. See what I'm saying?
It all
adds up. So now you have to realize the reason why the $100. So now I think we come to the conclusion we have to respect the price because
and y'all gotta understand what we gotta go through as barbers is a lot we deal with.
Yeah. From
the barbers that's in this business because they love it and they got a passion for it. We're more than just a barber.
Oh yes.
So we deal with we gotta take on a lot.
Oh, I forgot about this, Simo. Let me flip a switch. Let me turn it around. And for you barbers out there, make sure your hygiene's straight. We cutting over nobody mustard. Smelling like
weed.
All that outdoors.
Oh, man.
Take care of your hygiene before you be over a customer. You try and charge a customer $50 to $100 for a cut, and you smelling like liquor and you smelling like weed. That ain't professional, and you shouldn't make no kind of money like that because if you mess that man's head up, or that woman head up and you high, and you trying to make that bread, you finna have an issue. And take care of your hygiene and take care of your rep. Same thing go for the client, go for you.
Go for you.
Go
Absolutely
vice
right.
versa. So I'm just flipping the script and keeping it 100. So that's how that's the breakdown from C-Mo to D-Dub. You know what I'm saying? After further review, we just breaking it down to y'all, get y'all little something like talking about the barber industry, but we about to move on to some other things, but we had to get that on out the way first. But that was our first topic for the night. So C-Mo, since we have put the barber stuff on out there, we still messing with it with a little bit though. But how you think about the barber industry when it come down to these celebrities? I be seeing celebrities with some ugly haircuts, bro. What's going on, man? These guys are millionaires, man. What's up with these haircuts, bro?
You know, one of my biggest pet peeves, man, is when I'm watching a TV show.
Yeah.
And everybody can tell you there's be around me. That's one thing that I just attach to. I'd be like, bro, who is cutting these people hair, putting them on TV?
That's what I'm saying.
Looking like that.
I'm trying to figure this out. Like, if just say someone wear a toupee, right? Are they wearing their kit? We're gonna call it the kit. We're gonna respect it like that. No toupee no more. They wearing the kit. Why the kit ain't blended and faded properly to where you can't notice the hair shouldn't be out of place and you can see it? Because they know you got people like us watching this now. Even when they do the fill-ins on the TV, it shouldn't look painted. It should be blended enough to where it ain't that noticeable. Because you know the cameras are really up to par now.
Yeah.
So the cameras catching things that we couldn't catch back in the day. Because let me tell you how.
Yeah.
You know, back in the day, the camera be in and out. Now the camera straight in is right in your face. So when that camera,
your face.
Yes, it's right in your face. So you can't miss it.
You're right about that.
So I'm saying, so I'm just trying to figure out, is it the corporations? Is it the people that's giving the budget to allowing them to do what they do, or they just allow them to do what they want to do before they do the show? Because it ain't making sense for me to see professional people in this industry looking the way they be looking on these TV shows, man.
So here's some information I got on that. Certain sets charge by the hour.
Okay.
So if you want to be, I know with being in the movie industry as a barber, you got to get involved with the union.
Okay.
But when you get on certain sets gonna pay you by the hour, not by the cut.
I understand that.
So with that being said, I'm looking at it as like, okay, if a barber's being paid by the hour, I'm thinking I should be able to take my time.
Okay, but
on each cut to make sure each cut is sufficient enough to where I'm putting this on the TV screen, right?
Okay, but even though you're getting paid by the hour, right? Go ahead, finish your point.
No, what you gonna say?
Even if you're getting paid by the hour, right? Okay, say the show started at 8. Okay, so I should be cutting the hair around about 5 or 4. Call how many heads I got to cut for that event, for that segment, whatever it is. If I got 2 heads or 3 heads, okay, call them what they getting done. Everything been laid out because you're getting paid by the hour. You're gonna know by each client what you got to do to each one and how much time the timetable. Because you're professional now, so you know the timetable on each cut. This cut with this take me 35 minutes. You see what I'm saying?
So what happens when we got to do the manual? That's gonna take a little longer.
Got to do who?
When you got to put the unit on some of these.
Okay, so if I got to do a
that's
kit,
gonna take a little longer.
Okay, so when I got to do a kit, but every segment is like we do our stuff right here, right? Everything you see ain't always what it is. Okay, so for an example, if I got to do a kit on someone head that's gonna be on the show, I can do they hair before then. The take can already be done. Not doing it right as before the show start. They know it take more time to do that. I'm talking about just regular touch-ups. Like we just touching you up before you get ready to go on. Make sure you clean.
Yeah.
Touching your line here because you might have slept wrong. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just talking about the professional look like, for an example, how we doing ourselves for our appearance.
Yeah.
Look at how nice my brother beard is. Look how clean my beard is. We can look at our brother cameraman clean his hair. Yeah. So when you look at what we doing, bruh, it's no discredit to who we are, but not saying who we gonna be and where we going. But I'll be damned if we can look like this now and they gotta look like that every day and they got it.
And Dub,
I ain't expecting that, bro.
I totally agree with you, man. And I think to where, you know, I know some actors have their own personal bar. And you can tell the ones that have their own personal bar. I know, man, like we being here, what's crazy is because, you know, we'll be on BET and we'll watch back in the day shows. Prime example, Fresh Prince. Bro, we be on there, we be looking at some of the haircuts Will Smith had back in the day. I'd be like, come on, man. Ain't no way in heck. They thought them haircuts was cool for TV.
Have you seen this show that's out right now? It's on BET right now. The Oval Office.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
I see the last night.
Oh, man.
Have you ever seen it, bro? Okay, you need to check the Oval out, right? The Oval got like about 6 or 7 different haircut forms for different type of people, different styles on the show. The Oval and the Weathers, Carl Weathers thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so when I look at it, this is what they doing, okay? You know the camera gonna make the color look darker anyway. So even if you put enough on, you don't have to put a lot on, even though you're gonna put the makeup on the face just for the camera lights. That's understood. But when it comes to the film they put on the hair, it's starting to make people look like they fake. It's making them look too fake now. Because we all know we aging. We know we aging, we still doing what we doing. Ain't nothing wrong with the TV scene for Hollywood, but they gotta start making them look a little more professional look. They're making them look like they fake on TV. I'm keeping it 100. Now, say those people paying $200 to $300 or $1,000 to get their hair done, to be on TV. And they look fake like somebody dead, like, but they're alive. That's how much makeup they have on. That's how dark their color look in their hair. It's just too much. See, there's a difference if you can highlight it enough to when the camera get on it, it still can look dark, but it don't look fake. Because see, when you look at it now on TV, anybody watching TV say, man, they face black, golly, they got too much aging, you know, like it look fake. See, they messing it up for the barber industry now because when people see it, they doing too much. But that's not us. That's the camera.
Yeah.
See, people don't know both sides. See, we could put you on TV right now, just like how your beard is right now, right? And the darkest shade of your beard is natural. But when we put the camera on, the camera have the ability now, you know that, to make it look something that is not. But when they do it now, if it already got enough on it and you're gonna add on to it, it make it look worse. That's all I'm saying.
Maybe another aspect to it too. Might be somebody doing the job, don't do it for that specific ethnicity.
It's possible.
Yeah.
It's possible.
It's possible. And that is a lot of cases where you get this barber don't know how to cut this type of hair, you know. I don't know if you seen this show called
Is that what you hoping?
Well, I can tell you back in the days that was the case.
We know that then.
Yeah, back in the days.
We go back then because you can look at some of the Tyler Perry movies.
Oh yeah, back in
We
the
know
days.
that. We know that for a fact.
But there's a show called Caught in the Act. With Tammy Roman. I'm sorry for saying the name. But if you look on there, it says I think his name is Dr. Ken or whatever. You go back to the first 2 seasons.
Yeah.
Bruh, his haircuts was terrible. The beard, you know when they try to put down a beard and the dye not even put on right.
They be smeared in there.
Man, it's smeared in there. You can see the different high-low areas, then in the head. And I'm like, I said, bro, there's no way how, as a man, you can look at yourself on camera and say, okay, let's go ahead and put this out there like that. Your barber should have been like, nah, we can't put this out here. Let me find out what's going on and get this thing straight. Dub, it's bad. If you get a chance, go home and look up that series.
Well, see, I'm going to do that. But that's why I'm telling you and Slim right now what I'm putting in perspective right now. So I'm checking you out on this before we close this segment out. everybody we talking about and engaging with are very high-tech people and they professional and they celebrities. We live in a time where everybody are followers. They want to be like other people. They want to be like people they see on TV. So what I'm saying is when people come in the barbershop, this is why I brought this up. People want their haircut to look like these mannequins. You're absolutely looking ridiculous. That's what I'm trying to explain to everybody. We starting to look like dead people with a bunch of makeup on and paint on our heads. We're doing too much. I ain't saying I used to be a Beijing fanatic. Kept my stuff crispy, touched up all the time. I'm not gonna never knock the game because I love the game. I'm just talking about we can't disrespect it by taking it over the edge. Like ever since we started getting the amenities to put the fill-ins on the lines and the spray, I'm not saying don't use it, but use it to try to cover the film or where the hair is not growing properly at to give them a decent line to make the engagement look, the cut look significant. You're making this stuff look fake. So as soon as they get in the car, sweat one time, it's gone. If you do it the right way and the proper way, it really can last you. And then you get your job as a barber. You're supposed to tell that person how this system works when it comes to getting these hairstyles. Y'all not telling them that. So when their head go bad and they look bad the next day and they looking crazy out here, now they saying the barber messed them up. That's not the case. They don't know how to take care of that particular hairstyle. See, it's a different one. Back in the day, you used to get your hair cut, nice line up, and you good. But now, see, we're putting amenities in it. You got to know how to take care of that. You can't sleep with your head under the pillow. Not tonight.
or nothing covering it,
No.
you know, or anything like that. Like
Nah.
you gotta let them know, like if you putting the hair fibers, you know what I'm saying? You can't go jump in the pool.
Come on,
You know what I'm saying? If you
using chlorine.
yes, but if you're using certain dyes, you know, you can't do certain things. Which you're right, you know, we as barbers we have to inform the clients. But on other perspective of that, I want to touch on the clients with that as well. Clients, you got to understand when you bringing these pictures to barbers and you telling barbers this is the style you want. Know that a lot of those 90% to 90 to 95% of them cuts that you bring into your barber is fully enhanced with something.
Fully enhanced. Every last one of them.
So the one thing I've always tell every client is I can give you that cut, but I want you to know that there's enhancements in that cut.
Enhancement. And they got to know one other thing too, Simo. If you got a nap ass head and that person got an Asian hair, that
and that's what I'm saying. Also, that's another point because clients will come in and bring a haircut of a straight hair, and you got hard nappy hair, bruh. I can't make your hair look like that. Now I can give you that cut, but I want you to understand is that blend is not gonna be the same blend as this here. You know what I'm saying? The same way how somebody come with some wavy cut. Oh, man, I used to get this a lot, man. They come with a cut with waves on it. Bro, you can give me this cut? I tell them straight away, I can give you the cut, but I can't give you the waves.
You wouldn't believe something I do, Simo, right now. That I changed it again. I never thought I would do since I've been in the industry. When I do the first time I cut a customer's hair, I let them hold the mirror the whole cut. I never did that, bro. I'm talking about I'm going to tell you why I done this, right? When I'm doing my client consultation with that specific person, I say, this is what I do the first time. I want you to get comfortable with me. I'm building a relationship with you. Like you was talking earlier. As you get to know me, we build this relationship. I want you to get comfortable. So when you come, you good.
You ain't got to keep trying to look in the mirror.
That's right. So I'm giving them the mirror to let me see everything I'm doing.
Yeah.
Then I let them pick out his cut. Especially if he don't know his cut or she don't know her cut, we'll go through the phone and try to find a picture, see something to accommodate what they want. And we find the best description of what they want. I say, okay, so I put the phone on live so they see the picture because it's right there in my station. And I'm formally cut down and you got the mirror. So right when I get done almost, I say, I need you to put the mirror down for 1 second. I say, I need you to do this for 1 second. So once I give you the mirror again, the job is complete. So I need to surprise you a little teeny bit. Seeing the process. So you're feeling comfortable by now, right? Because I've been on your head about 15 minutes. And you're seeing everything like I know what I'm doing. They say, yes, sir. Yes, I'm feeling you, Drake. Go ahead and do your thing. You put the mirror in. I say, all right, cool. I say, now I go through the process. I'm just telling y'all this. When I get the average person I have done over the past year, I have won them as a client, and I'm able to charge what I want because I made that client feel comfortable with me. They understand me, and guess what I did most of all? I built a relationship with them, and that's what we got to understand. I just want to throw that out there about doing homework because a lot of people are uncomfortable doing that. That's not something I choose to do, Simo. You know, you've been working with me. You never seen me do that. That's something I do. That's a new technique because you know why? I tell people like this right here. Say if you cutting a person's hair, they got a problem with their hair. I don't want you to complain with me the whole haircut when I'm first cutting your hair.
Yeah.
That's the reason why I decided to start giving the mirror.
Okay.
So you can tell me how you want your haircut at one time. And I'm gonna accept the pressure. It's a challenge to me. So once I commit to that challenge and I win that process, you are now my client. Anybody else could try to cut your hair, want to cut your hair, you ain't gonna feel comfortable. You know why? Because ain't nobody talking to you the way I did. And that's the reason why I do stuff the way I do it with my clients. I don't want to put that on to you, Simo. And that's my breakdown on that tonight.
That's something I might look into. I might. I ain't gonna say I am, because for me,
that's my bro. Y'all see that? I just gave him some game tonight.
I don't need nothing in my way when I'm cutting. When I'm working, I'll be.
It's just the first time, Simo.
No, I got you, Doug. I got you. I think for me, I think I will probably accommodate that more for a woman because she's gonna be more unsettled at first. You know what I'm saying?
True.
But, you know, for men, and I ain't trying to be biased, you know, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that.
But you know what I do with the brother though,
Simo?
I'm gonna tell y'all right now, in fact, what I do with the brother. I do it with the brother that got problem with his hair. And he ain't had issues with his hair going to different shops. I don't want see one thing I'm breaking away from. I don't want to hear nothing about another barber. I don't want to hear nothing about another shop when you're on my chair. You're talking to Dre. We introduce ourselves to each other, we connect, you sit down, I drape you up, we straight, we good. I don't want to hear nothing about such and such did this, because how I know you didn't do it. I don't have no clue who cut your hair last. So I don't want to hear nothing about this. See what I'm saying? All I want to do is do what we can today to get you better than you was yesterday. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so once I pursue doing that, I feel more better about that client, and that client feel more better about me, because I prove my work. And I prove my worth. You see what I'm saying? So that's how I carry myself as a barber to this day. That's what changed my game. Now, a lot of people ain't gonna want to do that because a lot of people ain't got a patience with that. But you know what I realized though? A lot of people are scared of that challenge. That's a new challenge right now.
Oh, it is. It is. It's a very new challenge. Well, I say I might take a little bit, but it'll be more for a woman client than more for you men client. I ain't gonna lie to you. Because I can understand it from the lady's perspective, woman's perspective, but from a man's perspective, I don't know. But after further review,
what's up, Simo?
I think we can kind of get an understanding or clarity on
the price tag
on haircuts. I hope we touched on every aspect of it to get the clients to understand, you know, to why, you know, in some barbers and in certain areas, why the price might be different in certain areas, you know, and it's not to where barbers or barbershops price gouges you. Also, I challenged you clients earlier to understand and know the difference between a hustle and business. When you step into somebody's chair, they just there for the hustle for the money, or if they're there for the business of being a barber, and understand what being a barber truly means and what being a barber truly is, and that's a way to make you feel more comfortable on spending your money.
Let's go.
Because you will understand and you will know the difference when you being hustled to when you being cared for. And when you being cared for, you'll have more of an understanding of what you're paying for.
And I'm gonna tell you this too. You being cared for, that cut look better.
A whole lot better.
I promise you being cared for, that cut look better.
A whole lot better.
The person that's hustling on you with his haircut, you gonna see it. Trust me when I tell you. So this is part one of this segment that we're breaking down to y'all. So we're gonna do some more research. Me and Simo ain't done with this topic.
Oh yeah, we gonna come back.
We're gonna brainstorm some more. We got some more stuff we're gonna bring back because we're not perfect. All our goal is right now is to feed the industry things that we feel they're missing out on and what they need to know to make it better for all of us. So we'll be back with y'all on part two on this subject right here. So we're coming back on that one. So So Simo.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. We sitting here tonight, man, and we talking about a lot of stuff. So I want to get down to some other things that's on my mind right now.
Talk to me, man.
Hold on. Yes.
Go ahead.
Occupation.
Okay.
Don't put it in kids' heads without asking.
You're absolutely right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Before we close off on the topic,
Please.
we had a brother made a very strong comment about something that we're gonna elaborate on.
Valid point. Valid point.
I mean, it's so valid to it's unbelievable. So
Valid
Simo,
point.
you know, I'm gonna be honest with you. I've never really done it though. I never done it, never did it, never thought about
Never
it.
will.
But since our brother spoke it to us, I'm gonna put it out here like this, Simo. You can have my back on and give you a breakdown of it. Y'all need to stop disrespecting these young kids and disrespecting these parents doing what you want to do to these young kids because y'all know y'all messed their hairline up.
Exactly.
That's what y'all be doing. See, I'm gonna keep it 100. Y'all covering up your mess up, and I'm gonna keep it real. Because if you know what you're doing, you ain't got to put all that makeup on their hairline. Now, if the parent want their hairline to look like that, because I know some of these kids are coming in the shop now and they want the draw line, they want it on their head, and some of the parents letting them do what they do. If they're acceptable to it and it's cool with the parent, then do what you do. But I'm talking about y'all ones that know when that parent dropped that child off and they run to the store and they come back and y'all sitting that child like that door with all that thick line on it because y'all know y'all have messed that kid hairline up. So let's keep it 100. I know what's going on because I see it. What you think about it, Simo?
Man, it's beyond retarded to me. But let me start with just identifying what Slim was referring to. Slim was he said about the Beijing.
Yeah.
I just wanted people to know there's a difference between Beijing and enhancements. But what he really meant was talking about putting enhancements on kids' hair because without getting parents' permission. I'm gonna tell you one thing about me as a barber, Doug. I focus so much on my craft and my critique on how I do my lines that you can ask my clientele. I really don't offer enhancements. You have to tell me you want enhancements because I focus so much on
The
detail. You get what I'm saying? Out of all my clientele, to be honest with you, I got one little kid who mother constantly kept requesting.
You know you get that detail.
Yeah, but I'm saying requesting that she want the highlights on it.
I'm saying, but you know you get that from.
No, I get it from me. Yeah, that's where I get it from.
I knew it wasn't gonna come to pass.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
You see,
I get that. I get that from honestly where I get that from. Let's keep it 100. I get that from back in the crib, 305. LTF Barbershop, give y'all a shout out. I don't know what he talking about.
Hey,
that's where I get my breathe,
hey,
bass, black, jit. That's where I get my craft, my attention to detail from.
I ain't not give him show love this whole time. But when homeboy met the Dre, when he met Dub down there at the other barbershop we met.
Man, we not even gonna talk about that. Let's stay on topic. Back on topic.
Y'all
Barbers.
You can tell it's really.
No, it ain't.
Go ahead.
Barbers. Listen.
Well, I don't care who tell it.
Well, I agree with with what Slim is saying. It could be a little too much for kids. If the parent want it, then you're doing your job on providing the service that the parent asked for. But like my brother Dub is saying, don't be sitting up here spraying on no kids because you trying to cover up your bad tape line. You get what I'm saying? And then now when that mama get home, because I done had to do a lot of corrective surgeries on a lot of kids because their hairline getting sprayed. And the parents getting upset that they didn't tell the barber to spray it. But again, that goes back to what I said earlier, knowing from a barber that's trying to hustle and a barber that's about his business. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say you'll know the difference because a barber that's hustling gonna tell on himself every single time.
But since we on this part right before we close out on that, I'm gonna say one thing too. Y'all parents gotta realize when your son got a wop-side head too in the front. Y'all gotta stop acting like you know your son head ain't wop-side in the front. And what that means when the hair go, the line already crooked naturally. But y'all don't want to face facts. So you come in the barbershop, instead of you telling the barber himself to take the line up on one side so it can figure with his head, you don't tell him the truth. let's keep it 100. I see this a lot too. I've been in the game a long time, Simo.
Yeah.
All right, now you know you ain't seen some crooked head.
Oh yeah.
But it ain't no disrespect. Everybody, ain't nobody forehead straight.
No.
And see, let's keep this real.
Nope. I don't want to cut you off, but when we try to explain that the clients, they want to think we capping.
Nah, I'm glad I'm bringing this up because Slim bring it up. I'm shutting it off. I'm telling everybody, ain't nobody head fabulous in the front. Ain't nobody on the straight forehead. So what I mean, a child head is still forming because they still growing. I didn't want parents and people to understand that. A grown man head is at his peak. So whatever wrong with his head, if he ain't failed some more, bumped his head or whatever he had done his head over the years, he dealing with some other issue.
And his don't be perfect. He's only grown. But it'll grow. Just
no, but I'm talking about
perfect head.
His hairline ain't gonna grow back no more.
Oh yeah.
I'm talking about he got what he got. Yeah. I'm talking about saving his child hairline. Yeah. I'm saying the parents got to realize we have to sit there as me being the doctor and you being the parent, and we make a decision on what's best for the child's future with his hairline. I'm speaking, that's what a lot of parents are not doing. They're allowing the barber to use his thought process to do what he thinks is best, but his ability might not be the best. So he could be making an error. See, I always cared about people's hairline. That's been my whole theory as me being a barber. I care about people's hairline. I'm one of the ones that's in the barber game that a lot of people seen over the years comb the hairline out first. I want to comb the hairline out and see the new growth. So once I need to see the new growth lay over the hairline, that's what I'm supposed to cut. Exactly. But a lot of people go into the hairline without even combing.
Yeah, it's gonna dig right.
See what I'm saying? So that's why they go further back into the hairline because they don't even comb the hairline out. And so then when they do that and they make that error, they feel like they can accommodate that by putting the amenities on it. But it's gonna show later. You see what I'm saying? So I just want to throw that out there, and in respect to my brother asking that question tonight, just throw it out there. I'm just telling y'all, stop doing that.
Yeah,
stop it. Please stop doing that, because y'all really messing the game up, because you got some real professional, great barbers out here that really care about their craft. And some of y'all out here playing with clients' heads and damaging their head and destroying these people's heads just by playing. This is a very, very professional business and a great business to be a part of. And I'm not telling nobody no fakeness. I have lived my life in the barber game for years. I've been so grateful and blessed to be independent, to be where I'm at in the industry. I know God gonna take me further, but I'm glad to be around brothers like my partner Simo. I've been around some great barbers over the years and great stylists. And I can tell you, the people I worked around, we serious about our business. So I don't want to throw that out there tonight, and I'm gonna leave the rest to Simo.
Well, yeah, I hope we answered y'all, touched on that about, spraying that on kids. I just want to touch on the parents on that as well. Parents, I know y'all get caught up in looking at the internet and, looking at social media and all that. Just be mindful, man. Your child is a child, and try to keep them in that child state. Don't grow them up too fast, want them to look too old. We're going to provide the service if you ask it, because we can't tell you what you not to put on your child. We're not going to do that. Well, we just ask y'all to also be mindful.
Yeah.
It's
a lot of followers out here.
It is, man. But, that's just how the business has become.
So that's something that ain't going to be honest with you, I'm going to keep it 100 with you. That's something that ain't going to change, bro.
It's not.
We can talk about jewelry face.
And you're right. We gotta adapt and adjust. But also, like for me, man, it's not that I try to talk the client out of it, but I'll give the client the pros and the cons.
I respect that. I get where you come from.
You get what I'm saying? And and I let them know, like, y'all want this stuff, y'all gotta understand whatever we putting on it is some form of chemical. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. And again, we gotta understand as barbers that you just can't go around putting that on everybody. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You put yourself in a bind. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know what that might do to that child forehead, or or that child head. Like that's what you gotta understand your stuff as far as school and all that.
Child got a big old rash like a ringworm on his forehead.
Yeah, you just can't do that, man.
Yeah. Two-tone forehead and stuff.
You can't do that, man. So, at the end of the day,
forehead looking real ashy, bumped all up. I mean, I'm being real. You try to put shade and cream up.
Man, as a further review, parents, and barbers, consult with the parents about, enhancements on these kids, you know what I'm saying? Giving the pros and the cons, and I still want it. By all means, at your own risk. You know what I'm saying? But make sure you protect yourself as a boss.
We ain't doing it over here.
Make sure of that. But Dub, I want to move on to another topic. We forgot to bring y'all, every segment, every podcast, we're gonna come with y'all with the drink of the day. Or we're gonna call it a drink of the week.
There you go, drink of the week.
Drink of the week. This week, our drink of the week is called French Connection.
Yeah, it's French.
Some of you might know about it. Some of you might not know about it.
He ain't turn that brother on. You know what I'm saying? He ain't turn me on to something, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I ain't seen it before, seen people drinking it. Because I'm locked in, just keeping it real. I'm a white liquor drinker. I've been drinking vodka.
Yeah, he drank that white boy.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I call it clear water. He called it white boy. I call it clear water. So we're going to change it. I don't like calling it white boy because it made me stop drinking.
We're taking that clear water.
So I'm drinking the clear water. He drinking it.
That dark water.
You know what I'm saying? He drinking that syrup.
Yeah, I'm on that canal juice.
So anyway, he on that dirty water. But to make it out to see.
So I'm explaining y'all. You know what I'm saying? This French Connection. You get your best or your favorite bottle of cognac. Then you find your next favorite bottle or your liqueur. You take 2 shots of your cognac, and then you get 2 shots of your liqueur. You put that in. Some of you that's gangster with it, you won't need nothing else with it. You can take that and get a bang out of life. But some of you that want to put a little chase to it, you can get your little cranberry juice, put a splash into that. And trust me, it's a straight to the point drink. When you at a club and you out and you order that French Connection, one thing I will guarantee you ain't gonna need no more than 2.
I'm gonna keep it real with y'all.
You ain't gonna need no more than 2.
I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Y'all that know me checking in, like, Simo got me on this one. I kind of like this. I think this one of those drinks when you drink and you want to make yourself look like you flexing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you gonna start flexing quick. You gonna start flexing quick. But let me also get a disclaimer to you people out there. When you go into that club now, the drink gonna run you.
Yeah.
Depending on where you at, about $25 to $40. Depending on where you at. That's for one drink. But I'm gonna tell you this. It's gonna get straight to the point.
If they make it right.
That's 100%. So I advise you to make sure you watch your bartender making yours right. Making sure he ain't shorting you on your liquor.
Getting you a bunch of cranberries.
Yeah, and he ain't putting in no cheap liquor in your liquor. He giving you that straight cognac and that straight liqueur, top shelf. Trust me, you ain't gonna need no more than 2. Depending on who you are, how much you weigh, one gonna get you right. So you're gonna spend that $25 to $40 for it, but you're gonna be straight. Then you trying to go ahead and chase this clear water like my brother like, where you gonna need 4 or 5 drinks of that at $20 a pop. We're
gonna put this in perspective. I'm not gonna lie, having to disrespect the Clearwater. See, that's something he never been able to drink. So that's why he hated so much to talk down on it, because he really don't know nothing about it. But I put this out here to everybody. I have a Pacific vodka that's very cool. I mix mine. I'm gonna hold that off to another segment, but I got something for him since he flexed it. Cause I'm tasting his, he gonna have to taste mine. So y'all just out the further review, we gonna see who keeps standing. Cause y'all see me drinking that.
you see him barely touching his.
No.
You see me drinking mine. We ain't gonna talk about the producer. Producer's done with his.
No, the producer's sitting up there walking back and forth looking at himself.
Production is done. Production can't stay still. He pacing back and forth. Y'all don't get to see that.
But see, but that's cool because he like it too. I ain't knocking what they like, but just remember something though. He's accustomed to this. He been drinking it. Anybody that drinks some
Oh
of
yeah,
this, he drink this all the time, so it don't bother him.
It's my drink.
You know, he's a French connector. I'm a clear water.
I'm connecting everybody with the French. Absolutely right. But after further review, man, want to touch on the drink of the week. Like we say, 2-shot glass of cognac, 2-shot glass of liqueur of your choice. I recommend Top Shelf. Whether you want to get your Hennessy, your Dulce, your Cavassier or your Crown Royal, make sure it's Top Shelf and your liqueur. You want to get, some people use Amarelos, or the best to me is Grand Marnier. You know what I'm saying? You pick your own.
This is good though. I'm gonna keep it real.
But it's good. So after further review, what's your take on it?
I give it a 10. It's something I drink on the weekend. It's something if I'm hanging out and I'm chilling. I'm gonna get this at my crib. I'm gonna have this sometime for me and my family or whoever I'm cool with. I ain't gonna let anybody drink this with me. I gotta kind of like you a little bit as family before you drink that, cause this kind of expensive. So I'm gonna keep y'all on that Smirnoff.
Vigo, what's your take on it, my brother?
Hey yo, I'm glad he said that, y'all, cause I'm gonna say, yo man, stop being stingy with the ice.
He said I'm being stingy.
Yeah, you always stingy. He got everything by him.
Gotta pour some water out.
But check this out, Simo. Since we having fun, we got our little drinking on, sipping and stuff like this. Have a good time, man. I want to ask you something, man. Since we having the drinks, we get our minds out there. Let's talk about some of these sports, man. What's your take on the NBA playoffs this year?
Man, I was impressed with the NBA playoffs. I was kind of shocked.
Yeah.
But I was impressed with it. I like how it was more of a balance this year. And what I mean by balance is to where certain teams you thought was going to do something end up getting their butt whooped. You get what I'm saying? And balance, surprises. But I was really impressed with the playoffs. I'm really impressed with one team. And I do want to, for one, give a shout out, but I also do want to give an apology. If you allow me a minute.
Do your thing, bro. I respect that.
One thing about Simo, I'm a man about mine.
Go ahead, bro.
I'm always man up to something. Just as much as I may knock you on certain things, when you do things right, I'm going to be the first to give you your utmost credit to it. So this shout out goes to Mike Brown.
Okay.
Mike Brown, for years, my brother, I ain't gonna lie to you, boy, I ran you into the ground. I'm gonna call it a spade a spade. I just thought things that you used to do in the past made no sense as a coach. We're not gonna go into full details, but I just felt for years you blew some good teams you had that could have possibly won championship.
Okay.
But as I sit and watch you this year, because I ain't gonna lie to y'all, Mike Brown, talking to you, and I hope this get to you. When you first got hired at New York, I gave one of them long yard boys suck teeth. Ooh. To where I'm like, New York, you just made a dumb decision. But you proved me wrong. And I commend you on the changes you've made as a coach. And I'm talking to you from one coach to another, because at the end of the day, there's a lot of ins and outs that the average Joe don't know or understand to see or to look for, or as a coaching standpoint. The fans see one thing, coaches can see another thing, especially when you enter the game. And even though you're in a professional level, which, I've never been to, so I can never truly understand the dynamics of it, but it's just like, let's just say the simple things I may point out. I'd be like, man, Mike Brown, you tripping. But this year, my brother, you have truly showed a totally different Mike Brown. For one, I commend you on it. For two, I can say I'm sorry for dogging you and not giving you the grace and the opportunity for you to grow as a coach. Because as a coach, we all gonna be put in situations to where we have to be able to grow and to learn. So to watch you grow and to see the adjustments you made as a coach, see the adjustments you made as a professional, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I'm truly impressed with what I've seen, what you've done this year. And this is regardless if you win a championship or not.
Okay.
To watch you take this New York team and to watch whatever you said to them boys, and it wasn't just about what you said to them. Like again, the average person will see that part. Mike Brown had to say something to them boys all of a sudden for them to flip the switch. What I saw was coaching on how that switch flipped. But when you sat there and you let Atlanta get them 2 games on you, I was like, here we go. The old Mike Brown that I know of is playing. He's coming back. Because I'm watching Mike Brown through you. I'm like, okay, Mike Brown making an adjustment. Because, Mike Brown back in the days, Mike Brown would show his whole hand in the first 30 game of the season to where everybody can just have tape to know what he's going to do in the playoffs. But I'm watching Mike Brown. I'm like, okay, it might be a different Mike Brown. But then when we got to the Atlanta series, I'm like, oh boy, it's old Mike Brown rearing his head. And I watched the Mike Brown change right in front of me in that Atlanta series. Then I said, okay, we're going to see what happens in the next series. I watched that boy X and O's take off to a whole nother level in that next series. I watched it take off again to the next series. I watched it again take off again just the other night. So I want to give Mike Brown, from me to you, man, first of all, let me give you my apologies, my brother, for not giving you that grace. For 2, I want to commend you on the job that you're doing, and I want you to keep up the good work, because at the end of the day, my brother, if you don't win it this year, it's going to be another 60 years before New York.
And I'm gonna put my point. I'm a down hard Hawks fan, and I'm pulling for the Knicks. I told everybody know and not been around me, hear me saying this. I'm pulling for the Knicks, and I'm gonna break 2 reasons why. I'm pulling for the Knicks because I want the championship to come back to the East Side, so the Hawks can rebuild themselves and have the revenge to play against y'all next year. That's one reason why. Second reason why, I believe it's y'all time. Y'all hungry, y'all scribing, y'all like some little pit bulls. Like, y'all don't quit. It's like ain't nothing stopping y'all but y'all. And that's my pick for me going for the Knicks. Only thing I'm gonna say to you, Mike Brown, is this right here. I need you to stop wearing them tight ass pants. Stop wearing them tight pants to your game. Help yourself breathe. That's why it kills you where you stand up. It's hard where you sit down.
Oh, you stupid, man.
You from New York, you know how y'all dress up there.
You're stupid.
All the players on the team, talk to your coach. He's a cool brother, a smart brother, an intelligent brother. Tell him to start wearing them tight ass pants. That's all I'm saying. No homo. Disrespect, because I respect my brother. All right? But congratulations.
Yeah,
pull it for the Knicks.
Pull it for you.
Go Knicks.
Go Knicks. Go
Out
Knicks.
here tonight. I'm going
But I challenge with Dub. I also want to challenge the NBA, and I'm challenging the NBA to not allow any form of dictation in this series. Let them boys play, man.
Yeah.
Let them boys play, so there ain't no question whatsoever, nothing that's going to be lingering over the NBA saying, well, this team had help or this. Just let them boys play, man, and let whoever come out.
Oh, I am going to say this too,
and
I am going to say this too, Simo. I'm glad we on this right quick. That coach the Spurs got now, I'm going to put some in perspective there. That man keep that board in his hand. That's a very intelligent brother, and he's serious. And I'm telling y'all, the only way I can see the Knicks losing this series, if Mike Brown get our coach. I'm going to keep this 100. If Mike Brown get our coach, Knicks going to lose this series. That's my take. I'm gonna leave it right there.
And that's why I had to give Mike Brown the credit, because from what I'm saying right now, Mike Brown ain't being our coach.
No, I know.
You know what I'm saying?
See, but one thing you got to realize though, Spurs they just came from a 7 series.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm not making excuses. They played the champs. Spurs had to get through the champs.
Mm-hmm.
Knicks ain't had to get through nobody. They just beat everybody. When I say this, I'm giving fair props, bro. It's hard. You talking about being sad. You talking about going up in Oklahoma and beating them in a 7-game series in their house and smack them in the mouth. So what I'm saying is, when they played the Knicks, this is what I saw last night. The coach had Mike Brown against the wall. In the third quarter, they was up by 14. I think the Spurs thought the Knicks was going to lay down. But the Knicks came out and punched them back in their mouth. And when they punched them back in the mouth, they fell apart. And the Knicks kept eating. And that's how they beat them in their house. That's why I'm saying the Knicks is like some pit bulls right now. And once they lock in, ain't no stopping them. I'm going for them. I'm just saying right here live, I was having fun joking about Mike Brown paying the plan. But I'm talking about coach to coach. I watched that coach facial expression when they lost that game. I watched it last night. It's just certain stuff people don't look at. I look at, like you were just talking about coach, about you being a coach. When you look at a coach that get defeated, it's a certain look they got, like won't happen again. It's a look they have on their face, coach. You know this, Simo, because you a coach. If they go back and show you the tape or that coach's face when he walked off that court, when they show right at the end, that was not a pleasant looking coach, boy.
No, but that can attest to a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? You know, for me, I thought, I think his name is Mitch. How did he same thing I'm gonna say about the OKC series. I thought he did a lot of off-wall stuff.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think he down the stretch, he put San Antonio in a good position to win. You know what I'm saying? Like I tell people, man, a lot of basketball during the games could be just freelance set play or just freelance basketball. You know how to run pick and rolls, you know how to run down paint, you got to do certain things. But then when you get into like the last 2 minutes, for me, especially in the playoffs, last 2 minutes is definitely where coaching is going to take into play. You know what I'm saying? You got some great players that can go ahead and will you, but for the most part, coaching is going to come into play. And I just thought them last 2 minutes to where I started to watch him, you can just see a little panic. You know what I'm saying? It's not to where, okay, hey, we got this set we're going to run. We're going to run this set that's going to help us get us a bucket. Okay. You get what I'm saying? And that's what I look for in the last 2 minutes. Like, you got to run sets. You got to make sure you run a certain thing that's going to help get your players easy buckets. Then you can come back and you can play defense.
Well, what I reveal out of the situation, though, this talking 100, though, what I reveal out of it is this right here. I reveal out of it, what I got out of it is that the center that they back up Wimpy.
Cornette, whatever name.
Yeah. I feel he got exposed last series against OKC. So the Knicks know how to, when he come in, his gameplay is not helping Wimpy when Wimpy out.
No.
So but I'm just saying the coach got to find another way. The coach against this series against the Knicks, because the Knicks will sweep them.
But Dub, that was my whole part of the reason why I picked the Knicks.
The Knicks will sweep the Spurs.
So I'm gonna say this, and then we're gonna go on to the NFL.
Yeah, go ahead and go too. I'm tired of talking about it.
My only way of seeing San Antonio win this series and have a shot on winning this series, the main thing what he's gonna have to do, he's gonna have to adjust his rotation.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
So what I mean by adjust rotation, first of all, he finna burn Wemby out. Wemby ain't finna be able to last. That's why I'm telling people this series ain't gonna go 7. Wemby's about to be burnt down because he can't even rest Wemby for a good 3-4 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So he's gonna have to adjust his lineup to where I ain't gonna sit there and say bench De'Aaron Fox or bring Fox off the bench. If he want to start Fox got to play the first minute and a half to come out. and then he's gonna have to bring in the young kid, Harper. His second unit,
Harper faster.
yeah, but his second unit is gonna have to consist of Fox and Harper, maybe Castle. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he's gonna have to bring in Harrison Barnes to help out with the center. Because Harrison Barnes is vet. He's gonna have to bring in Harrison Barnes to either go with that unit or to go with the first unit to where he can bring somebody else on that second unit. Because one thing about it,
coach, y'all.
hey, it's coach. It's coach. So one thing about it is he's not gonna be able to, because what the Knicks do, what I like what Mike Brown do, Mike Brown, he can just go with a good 8. And he cool. Even though he can go 10 if he got to. But what I've been watching, he's watching the floor of the game. And he's understanding the floor of the game a whole lot better. So he's knowing basically when to sub, when not to sub, you know what I'm saying, how deep he needs to go.
But he got 2 big men though, man.
He do, but that's another thing.
You don't really how much get that in the league. You got 2 7-footers in the league.
Absolutely right.
2 7-footers.
That's why I got him. That's why I got him to win this series. But after further review, you got the Knicks. I got the Knicks. We're gonna scream "Go Knicks."
Go Knicks.
Go Knicks. Bring it on home.
Bring it on home.
We're rooting for y'all.
Hawks, y'all gonna get him next year though.
By another 10 years.
No, Hawks gonna get him next year.
Another 10 years.
Say what he want to say.
But I want to touch on the NFL, Doug.
Go ahead.
And I have to address this quick before we close out on this podcast. And I'm addressing it. My Eagles team.
Oh Lord.
We're not even finna get into the.
I'm not saying nothing.
No. We're not even finna get into the Thanksgiving Day showdown.
I'm not even talking about.
We're gonna have plenty more podcasts to get into.
I'm not even talking about nothing.
Just give me this time to address my team.
Go ahead, do your thing.
AJ Brown.
Peace.
Peace, my brother. I'm glad you up out of there.
Congratulations, AJ.
I pray that you go to New England and do the same thing you did over there with us.
Yeah, damn Applejack.
And cause a whole bunch of the goddamn
You
problems.
ain't nothing but an Applejack.
Listen, man. One thing I will never agree with in this sports realm is you bringing in women problems into the locker room. That's just an unacceptable no-no. You just can't do it, and you shouldn't do it. And AJ, from what the reports are saying, and kind of find out everything is true, my brother, you completely was dead wrong, man. For you to create this whole fiasco on my team over a chick, and it's a side chick at that. And I'm no way, shape, or form degrading the woman who it is. Sweetheart, you single, you can do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? I don't look at you differently. You able to do what you want to do. Hey, you had 2 NFL players. Do you, boo?
Damn.
I'm addressing my brothers for the simple fact of the matter is we all, from where we grew up from, live by this G code. You get what I'm saying? And there's a code to this when you out here and you trying to play this game. And if you ain't gonna be able to live by that code, man, then don't enter to that realm, man. Stay where you at. Jalen Hurts, my brother, I salute you and I respect you. And I respect you to the point of the matter that you didn't even entertain yourself in that situation. And I feel sorry to the point that you had a brother who you thought was a friend that couldn't respect the fact that not only that you wasn't entertaining that situation, for 2, that you wasn't part of that situation, and for 3, that you was in your marriage, that you were respecting your marriage. And your friend should have respected that and understood not to even try to bring you into that situation. So, AJ Brown, you're dead wrong, my brother. And I don't care if nobody ain't tell you, I'm telling you, you're dead wrong. You know, now you got to deal with your situation, you know, with your better half. You know what I'm saying?
Just follow me.
Exactly. Same way how now y'all don't put this man, you know what I'm saying, the other person that's involved, Reddick, in his situation. to where if and at the end of the day, if you was keeping it a G, none of this wouldn't even got out. You could have just been on here, moved on, been done with it. You left her alone. He could have left her alone, and you could have moved on and done and don't cause no friction in the locker room to where nobody's chirping about it for it to get out. You should be thankful that it's just getting out now. Who the locker room was holding it for that long. You should be thankful of your Eagle locker room for holding it for that long. From my understanding, this happened 2 years ago.
Well, from what it seemed like to me, somebody was whooped, man. Somebody got that booty juice, and they couldn't hold up. You know what I'm saying? You get that booty juice, you can't keep it to yourself. I can't go with the flow because you're getting caught up. That would have seemed like to me. They couldn't maintain it because somebody else started getting the booty juice, they ain't like it. So, I mean, like, it's each his own when it comes to this game. It's just a competitive.
It's rules of engagement, right? You get what I'm saying? And if you know you're not going to respect the rules of engagement, and my brother, don't put yourself, don't buzz yourself into the game, man. Like,
well,
at the end of the day, you not only you put yourself, you affect the other people in this. That's my whole issue.
Well, Jalen, I'm not an Eagle fan, but I respect you, brother, because you was a great brother. And one thing about Dre, I keep it real, no matter who my team is. Man, send my brother some tickets, man. Send my brother some tickets, man. He said a lot to cover you, man. Respect you, man. Send my brother some tickets. And I'm going to tell you something would be dope, though. You send us some tickets when we see y'all on Thanksgiving. We'll be right there, sitting right there, and he going for you. And I'm going to just carve you up. But check this out, though. I feel you, Simone, that. You know what I realized, though? A lot of brothers that's in the industry, that's in the sports, didn't really start being sexually active until they got where they at. So you have to really understand it's a lot of immature sexual active brothers out here. So when if you just started to get on the bus, you don't understand how the bus operates. The stop and goes. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely right.
So that's why a lot of brothers get beat up and busted up behind us because they really don't know how it go. Mm-hmm. And then number one, you gotta know how to keep your mouth shut, keep your business to yourself. Mm-hmm. Stop speaking everything in the locker room or wherever you at. Stop talking about everything because some things ain't gotta be talked about. And that's when it becomes maturity and becoming a man, especially when you're in a sports arena like you in. If you're a professional, you making millions of dollars and you're a high-tech player, you know they ain't got notary, anything you do or say gonna follow you. And then once they're following you, it's gonna follow you forever. Because you can look at some of the other people before you that had missed encounters in certain situations, it's still following them. Just like our boy from Cleveland. I ain't gonna put his name, but this could be his best season. To come back and get an opportunity to step back up in the game. But he still got that on his shoulder. Mm-hmm. If he look at somebody do anything, it's gonna come against him. You know what I'm saying? So he might come out there and have I don't know who gonna do what they do between him and Shadul, but blessings to both of them because I got respect for both of them. I want them to do successful things. Mm-hmm. So whoever start or whoever back up or whatever happens, I'm rooting for them. Yeah, I want to see both of them win. Yeah, so when it comes to that situation right there, may the best man win that part and let it do what it do, however they work out. But at the same time, I'm just gonna say this to you, Simo, man. I've been knowing you for a long time, man. You're a great barber, you're an excellent brother, you're a cool brother, you're a trio brother. But I'm just trying to figure out one thing, man. It bothers me though, dog.
Yo, what's the bullshit?
I'm just trying to understand. How the hell you do yourself like that? Put this bullshit on, and you look at yourself in the mirror and be happy. How the hell you happy?
Hey man,
that's some crazy shit.
I'm gonna tell you. You want me to tell you? He asked a question, so I got to answer. So you want me to explain how I'm happy with putting this Eagle stuff on? I'm happy because we are number one, a great football team. That's number one. Number two. We done been to more Super Bowls than they done been to in the last 30 years. We done won more Super Bowls than they done been to in the last 30 years. We done won more games than they done won in the damn part about the last 30 years. We done did okay. And I'm not gonna disagree. I might be off a game or two.
Stop drinking.
But whatever. We done did more than what they did in the last 30 years, and he got the nerve to ask me how I put this on. He need to ask himself how the hell he put that shit on.
Here's the key right here, y'all.
Please.
I wanted him to say this live on the camera. How in the hell can you compare this right here to that thing? When my hand is covered, your hand is undiscovered. We done. I'm good. I'm gone. I'm out. DC4L. Eagles fly. We love y'all. Until the next show.
Appreciate y'all tuning in. Hey, don't be scared to leave anything under the comments. That, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
That.
Major League Barbershop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is with your boy Dre at. I'm at Major League Barbershop. Right now we're at F&D. You know what I'm saying? But at Major League Barbershop, F&D, we locking in together. That's why it's called a French Connection. We have two brothers in the hood, and we're doing what we're doing. So we're putting two barbershops together, F&D and Major League Barbershop, two of the hottest barbershops in Conyers. If you want to hang out in Conyers, come on down to Azure and hang out with your boy at Azure. Azure is one of the hottest spots in Conyers. I host there every Friday and Saturday night. So outside of that, come and check me out at Major League Tuesday through Saturday. No, Monday through Saturday. Leave it like that, and I'm out.
All right, Simo, F&D Barbershop, 1501, Highway 138 Southeast, Conyers, Georgia. You can also find me on Booksky, on F&D Barbershop, C Smooth. You can book your appointments. I don't do no pre-charges, but I also do no call, no shows. So respect my time as I'm gonna respect yours. You know what I'm saying? My brother, please give the address of where you at so the people know exactly where you at.
1481 Highway 138, Major League Barbershop. Come and holler at us, man. And I'll be there, like I said, Monday through Saturday. You can come and holler at me. My number, I ain't gonna put my number out there. I ain't gonna do that, change it. Look me up on Instagram. Dub Music, DUBMUZIK. That's it. DUBMUZIK. Just check me out on Instagram. You'll see my work. Let's go.
After further reviews, we out of here, y'all. Till next time.